can't wait to see what Purdue does without Zach Edey, right? And I also can't wait to see who the hell wins the Big Ten Conference. Theo, at some point, you're going to have to answer for this prediction of Michigan State winning the Big Ten this year, calling them the best team in the conference, which apparently Las Vegas agrees with. So
yeah, Las Vegas agrees. I caught more hell for that. Las Vegas agrees with me.
Just hold on before you explain what you do for the people that aren't aware. Okay.
Explain what? No, I've been doing the preseason, like these preseason power rankings for each conference. And what I do is, look, a lot of people there's a lot of groupthink in what we do. There's a lot of people that just tend to look at each other's stuff and then find it out. I don't look at anybody's information. I don't read any of this thing. The only thing I look at, to be honest with you, I look at Borzillo's transfer list, which is something that's bookmarked on my internet every year. I look at that.
Is it the comings and goings one? It's like, these are the guys that are gone. These are the guys that are coming back.
These are expected to return, incoming transfers, incoming freshmen. I look at that and the people that departed. That's all I look at. I match up who people have signed with the coach and the coaching style. I like that. I like Michigan State's pieces, guys. And you don't need to be 13 deep. You need to be about 7 or 8 deep. And those pieces need to fit together. There's a lot of sophomores on that Michigan State team that I think are going to take a massive leap this year. I think there's going to be really, really good. And in a conference where there's no more Zach Edey, there's a lot of really good players. The most talented players are young that have no experience. I think Michigan State can actually run through the conference and win it. The top 10 of that league is going to be a jumbled up mess. It could be a 2-game spread. That's what you said. Was it be a mess?
Was it you that texted us? I think it was you that texted our group chat and said, "Is it possible for everybody in the Big Ten to go 500?"
Yeah, that's what. So I think once you get to that number 10, 11 through 18, like that's just going to kind of flutter on. But like Rutgers is a hard team to. We talk about Cooper Flagg and how talented he is. Ayers Bailey's a dog. He's really good. The very real Tracy McGrady comparisons. Dylan Harper's a really solid, steady, really good freshman that's going to average a lot of points because he just doesn't make mistakes. But can young freshmen win in the Big Ten? So like that 1 through 10 is nuts. I think the continuity a little bit of what Michigan State has, the supreme athleticism, Xavier Booker taking a step forward, like those things could all happen. And I think they're going to happen. I think Michigan State's going to be good. So I don't want to hear it.
So here's the thing. I'm going to break your balls on it, especially if you end up being wrong. But I actually don't like.
How often does that happen, Rob? How often does that happen?
More than
I care to elaborate. But anyway,
you know what? Let's just ask Maria Oglesby how often you're wrong.
Dude, I can't put dishes in the dishwasher right when it comes
to let's face it. The title of the podcast is DTF. Nobody in this podcast is right.
Yeah, it should be. It's DTF. It should be WTF. That's what it should be.
All right. Anyway, on Michigan State, I'll just say I don't hate it. My concern.
You hated it initially.
There's 3. Well, I think that they're going to be good. I think they're like a borderline top 25-ish kind of a team. And I don't know if there's anybody at the top of the Big Ten that isn't. But what I'll say is I'm worried about whether or not Jeremy Fears can take that leap coming off of the gunshot injury. I'm worried about, I'm worried about Xavier Booker taking a leap as well. I'm worried about Jaden Akins, like finding a way to actually we've been waiting for him to be like the guy for a long time. But my single biggest concern is that I think the best way that you can get this group to play is by basically going kind of like 4 around 1, 5 out, not worrying about throwing the ball into the post, not being totally reliant on winning every single rebounding battle. Some minutes with Cohen Carr at the 5 and Xavier Booker at the 4, Frankie Fiddler out there playing small ball 4. And I'm not convinced that is what Tom Izzo is going to, like, I can't see him. He doesn't seem wired to be the guy. He wouldn't play Miles Bridges and Jaren Jackson III at the 4 and the 5 together. I don't think he's going to do it with Xavier Booker at the 5. So that is my only concern. I think we're going to.
I'm not relying on Izzo to change. I think there's been some addition by subtraction with some of the people that left.
Not a lie either there. No lies have been.
So I think it's actually going to help a lot.